seeing tremendous growth, not just in the cities anymore, but it's going out into the rural areas. Somebody who's very, very poor, and I visited somebody who was my nanny's son, who had gotten a really bad accident, broken his leg, and I think many of you, I told the story. I was able to, we were able to send Gcash to get him an operation and save his leg, and Gcash, the only way was through sending money on the phone. But I went to visit him, and I found out he had a Facebook account. Now, he has no electricity where he lives. He actually goes to a neighbor's to charge his phone, and he pays 5 pesos to get online for 15 minutes to check his Facebook account each day. 5 pesos just to check Facebook and some emails and messages. So when you see people at that level, Karina out there, who you saw in the video last night, connected through me on Facebook. Karina markets and interacts with her customers, she told me, on Facebook. Our clients are interacting in ways that I think many of us don't even realize. And I think, I wanted to bring that out because we now see, as Maria mentioned, these are just some statistics that we see from the different areas. So we see pockets of growth, of course, the internet, Metro Manila increasing, Cebu, Davao, and then some of the other areas we also see it increasing. But I think this is going to be the year where more people are going to be connected through their phones than they are actually connecting online. Hillary Clinton was here recently, and it was very interesting. When Hillary spoke, she was here in Manila, and she was asking, there was a woman who was asking her, basically about the power of Facebook and Twitter. And she said, because of social networking, you can take what you're interested in and really build your own outreach system. This now gives you the power, not just to communicating your own ideas, but finding others to be in solidarity with, just as Maria just mentioned. We see that, Hillary went on to further note that we're seeing social change that's occurring. We're exposing corruption in new ways. Clients and people are demanding transparency and creating accountability. We're breaking down barriers so businesses can get started. I just came from a conference in Singapore where I saw somebody who within 3 hours had registered his business, hired people, set up a website, set up a payment system, and had a telephone system all done on the internet in just a matter of hours. Registered his business and launched. Literally even had a trademark, all done, registered, just in hours. And then he told the audience how he went to open up a bank account. He went to HSBC and they said, they'll make an appointment next week. He said, next week I'm ready to go. Then he went into HSBC and they gave him a bunch of forms to fill out. And he said, what? I gotta fill out all these forms? Can't I just do it online? And they gave him the forms and then he filled it all out. They said, well, we'll get back to you in a couple of days to open your account. A couple of days. He walked across the street to Wells Fargo. They gave him everything on a tablet to sign. He was registered, signed his business, and he was ready to go. So again, it just shows that today, through connectivity, we can do much more and reach more people. She also, Hillary, when she was here, also mentioned this story, an online efforts of one woman, she said, who had stopped a bank from charging $5 a month for debit card simply by starting an online campaign against the bank, and she won. Quintilan Bank, who's our next presenter here, and the one at the bottom is Banco. These are excellent examples of how you can use social media, Facebook. We have a lot of clients out there that our clients want to connect to somebody else. They're looking for somebody to sell things to. They're looking to connect it with buyers and sellers. They're looking to get information about the products. If you look in the corner here, this is Banco, BPI Banco, which has opened up 100,000 bank accounts in 6 months in the Philippines. They now have 2,000 outlets in 6 months. They open up more outlets through partners than anybody's ever seen in the history of the Philippines. They're opening up, and what are they doing on their website? Their clients are promoting their businesses and connecting with other ones through Facebook for free. And in the middle, people are asking, so how do I open up an account? They're interacting with clients and customers by just having a bunch of kids we're helping them, you know, some young people in the office who are just answering questions. So it's become a way that people that probably wouldn't have called them up, but they're asking, again, through Facebook. And then they want to join the bank because I want to join the bank because I want to market my products and services, or I want to connect with others. So again, this is being managed through the site. We see similar things through Cantillon Bank. Basically, we're finding now that it's not just an activity, but the starting point. When people go online, the first thing they're checking is Facebook. They're not even going to check emails. It's Facebook first. Banks, this conference I was at, now have a link on your Facebook site so you can look at your banking information. It's only for you. Nobody can access it. But it's an application that rides right into Facebook. So you don't even have to go out of Facebook. Facebook is the new Outlook. You're not even going into Outlook. You're not even going into mail. Most people start opening up their Facebook site. I'm going to turn over on this. Basically, as Maria had said, and we talked before this event, she mentioned it a bit on the tipping point. Many of you heard me talk about Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Tipping Point. And this is really, I wanted to bring this up because this is what Maria was talking about, but it makes it understandable, I think, for the average person. You saw those people that were connected with those lines that Maria showed. What we find in anything that spreads virally is that usually there are three types of people. Somebody who's good at selling or providing information. A maven. A maven is a know-it-all. Tony in that one. Maria is a know-it-all. People go to her, they follow her. A connector. Maria is also a connector. You can go through Twitter and see how many people are connected to. The reason that Maria is such a great person to connect with, she has 91,000 followers. The other day I was at an RBAP event and I tweeted something that was said by the land bank president. Maria retweeted that, and it was retweeted 40 times in a matter of 5 minutes. Those 40 people who retweeted it, when I looked at the number of followers they had, there were 500,000 people following those 40 people. That one little tweet that she sent out, or retweeted on me, got out to potentially as many as 500,000 people who could see it, because these are the people who followed the 40 people. So when we look at that, if you're in your own community, what does this mean to you? We can look for people, connect with people, okay, who meet all three characteristics. Offer them special services, connect with them. Again, if you're setting up a Facebook, these are the people you want to connect with. These are the people who are going to take your product, your message, your service further. And also, we can provide services. I talk to banks all the time that want to promote our clients. We can now use social networking and such social network sites to do this much cheaper than providing a whole online site. Again, it's free. It just takes somebody with a little bit of time to do it. Social networking, actually the example of, I think it was Facebook, that was used by Starbucks here in the Philippines, and then asked General Hotchkiss to wrap up from a banker's perspective in terms of what Cantillon Bank is doing.